Good morning, Billy. Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh. I thought surely there'd be a few minutes before anybody would hop on here. I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to put my hair back today because I'm going to be working with food today. And I need to get my hair up out of the way. I will wash my hands before I touch anything else. How are you, Billy? Oh, yeah, I got that volume off. Can you hear me? I know there's probably a delay. And for those who are watching this as a VOD or like replay, the replay video, the Billy is Save with Rosie here on YouTube. And good, sounds good, good. Thank you so very much. So today is day 17 of Cruising Through the Holidays. This is a system that FlyLady developed years ago. We're talking probably 20 years ago. Stupid fly, I thought I got all of you. And it's to help us get our homes prepared for the holiday season. I know you can see I've got a bit of a mess back here, but I've been working on this. Is actually living, and part of it is stuff that we found on the back porch that I need to still find homes for. So I will definitely get to that this week. Today, however, good morning, Cece. How are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands really quick while I'm thinking about it. Get this done and over with. And yes, I have a few dishes in the sink. Those are from last night, and we will get to those later today. And so, well, like I was getting ready to say earlier, today is day 17 of FlyLady's Cruising Through the Holidays. I discovered FlyLady, probably in 2010, something like that. And 2012 is when I really hunkered down and followed this system, the Cruising Through the Holidays, to get ready for the holiday season and do it in a manner that will not stress us out by the big day, so that everything is done. The house will be uncluttered and clean. The food will be prepared, and the decorations will be up, and everything for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, the first part, Cruising Through the Holidays, takes us up to Thanksgiving. And then there is a super Cruising Through the Holidays, which takes us to Christmas. I will be doing both of those this year. I'm in bed. It's cold this morning. Oh, now, okay, Cece. Are you still in Mexico? I'm just curious if you're still in Mexico. But anyway, I know it's colder there where you're at, but I'm up and about and getting up and about and circulating, getting that circulation going will warm you up too. So, oh, I know. So anyway, well, for day 17, I watched FlyLady's video that is for today. Now, she made this series of videos back in 2008. Yeah, I think she made this back in 2008. So we're talking 17 years ago. I still love that series of videos to this day, and I still watch them year after year after year. For day 17, she talks about and today is, as far as the day of the week, Monday is Clean and Fling Day. Tuesday is Plan and Play Day. Wednesday, Anti-Procrastination Day. Thursday is Errand Day, and Friday is Budget Don't Begrudge It Day. Now, today is Tuesday, so it is Plan and Play Day. Um, I do have my holiday control journal. Well, if I can, yeah. I do have my FlyLady's holiday control journal right here at hand. So if you want a copy of it, there is a PDF file of it linked down below. FlyLady has made this free for everybody, even on her website. So definitely go check out that and get a copy of that for yourself. Now, her video instructs for us today that we're supposed to, for planning and playing, we're supposed to be thinking about the table set up for Thanksgiving or Christmas. How do we want our table arranged? If we've got special china or dishes that we only bring out for these special occasions, dig those out and start getting those cleaned and ready to be used. So sometimes they're way back in the storage, so we have to go dig those out. Well, today's the day she wants us to do those type of things. Now, for me and my family, I used to have a really nice set of dishes, but it was a set of dishes I just didn't use very often, and I didn't have a really good, adequate place to store it. So I ended up selling it because at the time we needed the extra money. And I don't know if you guys remember back in the days, back in the 80s, maybe in the 70s too, you'd go to the grocery store and sometimes there would be this big display of cookware or dishes or something like that where you could get one for free, but you had to collect these little stamps. And when you collected enough stamps, that was enough credit to get the dish that you want, then you can purchase it at a reduced price, or sometimes they would be free, whatever the arrangement was with the store. But you have to, in order to collect those stamps, you bought your groceries, and then based on how much you spent in your groceries, you got so many stamps as credit. And then they had a little booklet that you could stick those stamps on and collect them. You guys, anybody remember those type of collection books, stamp book collection thingies? Okay, I will get up. You'll feel better. I know you will, Cece. You'll definitely feel better. Yes. Do you remember those, Cece? Those stamp book collection thingies? Or are you too young? I'm older than a lot of you guys, so maybe I'm talking about things that are in my generation that just kind of petered out in the 90s for you younger kids. Well, there was a set of dishes that I loved. In fact, my husband reminded me. Let's see if I can dig it out. The drawer in my cabinet broke. The roller broke, so it's hard to roll the drawer in and out. The set of dishes that I'm talking about that I got, I have exactly one dish left of it. Remember hearing about the stamps? Oh, you remember hearing about those stamps? I can't remember what they were called exactly. I got some with the coupon book. Yep. Well, I haven't heard of FlyLady in some years. Gonna have to check her out again. Yeah, she is still active here on YouTube. She does a lot more live streams rather than videos. I think she puts out occasional videos, but I know she does pretty much like daily live streams because the production of editing a video, that takes a lot of time and work. I know, so I've kind of gravitated towards live streaming just because I can stick it out there and I don't have to edit anything. And then I can interact with you guys better, and that's so much better to me. Yes, FlyLady is fabulous. Anyway, I got a series of You come out live at 10 a.m. Yes, 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. I don't know the rest. There's Central. I'm in Central time zone. So there is Mountain and Pacific. I think that's all that's left. So I'm like at 7 a.m. Pacific when I start my lives. You've been watching her? Good. Anyway, back in the 80s when I was still a teenager in high school, and I was kind of sort of building up my hope chest is what we used to call it. Or that's what my mom told me to call it anyway. I didn't get an allowance every year. I helped mom around the house, but she didn't pay me any money like we do with our kids nowadays. So, good morning, Maggie. Yes, you're here. You're here. Thank you so much, Maggie. You are the sweetest. Maggie, that's Mix Match Maggie here on YouTube. Yesterday, during my live stream, she was out grocery shopping, and I didn't know this, but she was recording her grocery haul at the same time. And while she was recording her grocery haul, she mentioned yesterday's live stream in real time. And thank you so much, Maggie. You are such a sweetheart. I definitely will post everybody's link. I always post everybody's links down in the description below of everyone who pops in on my lives and chit chats with me. I want everyone to get as much love and support as you guys give to me, and I so appreciate all of you. But okay, 10 a.m. Central. Okay, so maybe right after my live streams, FlyLady comes out at 10 a.m. Central. Okay, for her lives. Very good. You're such a good friend. There's my bestie. Yes, you're here. You're here. You're here too. All right. My gosh, all of my wonderful friends are here, or well, almost all of them. It seems like I always keep getting more and more wonderful friends. Yes, Amanda is beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is Budgeting Like a Girl here on YouTube. Go check her out. Like I said, they're not, as during the live stream, the links are not down in the description at present, but after the live stream, if you're watching this as a replay video, all the links to everyone's channels will be down below. And there's Maria. Oh my gosh, Maria, where have you been, my friend? I haven't seen you for forever. Yes, I'm so glad you're here, Maria. That's Maria's Nails 702 LV. Can you send me some snow this way? There's no point in it being cold without snow. I hear you, Maggie. Okay. All right, Maggie. I have to admit, I do this to Amanda all the time. I did a little bit of this for you yesterday when I watched your video. I Google Maps stalked you just a bit, at least just where Trader Joe's was, because I saw the address on your receipt, so I know where the Trader Joe's is. You should be getting some snow that way. I think isn't there snow supposed to be coming through the East Coast right there? But that's what it looked like on the map radar. Just a teeny bit, just the store, not you personally, but just the store. Oh, you're getting started. I don't mean any harm. I'm very interested in maps. I have a weird affinity to maps, and if I see certain landmarks in a video, I try to find that landmark on the map. And I'm just weird that way. It's like whenever I'm reading a book, and it's a book about actual places, or even if it's a historical book, but it mentions real cities or countries, I have my atlas right there next to me, and while I'm reading the storybook, I'm following the protagonist's tale and journey through the map. I'm just weird that way. I've always been weird. So if I see some kind of a address or a landmark or something, I I'm always trying to find where it's at because I'm just weird that way. I love maps. Not that I'm gonna go stalk you down personally and everything. No, 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 no. Yeah. Oh, it's just cold and windy. Well, it's cold and windy again today, and all the what snow we got yesterday, it's melted. It's gone. It doesn't stick around. So I don't have any snow to give you, my friend. I'm fine with it because it's Sheila. She stalks me for what? 2 years? No, it's only been a year. We have only been a friend. We have only been friends for a year. I've only met you like what? May, let's see. What's it? Yeah. 2024. Yeah, May of 2024 is when, well, I think it was at the end of April of last year. I know it seems like it's been longer, but yeah, it was in April or May of last year, 2024, that I kind of tiptoed into Chrissy's live stream and met you guys. And then it was definitely, I think it was the beginning of June when I went ahead and got Chrissy's membership, and I've been a member of her channel ever since. But I think that's it. It's only been a year, a little over a year. Almost a year and a half. Yeah. Yeah. It seems like it's been longer. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get back. We've already been wasting 15 minutes already, guys. All right. Today, now, FlyLady talks about setting up our, planning about how we want our table set up. Maybe digging out the china or the fine dishes that you use just once or twice a year, getting those out of storage, getting those cleaned up, things like that. And I was sharing with you guys um, the old little stamp collection things that the grocery stores used to have. They would have like a display of dishes that people could go in and purchase at a reduced price, but you had to collect a bunch of these stickers in order to get each individual plate or cup and saucer or utensils. I did that when I was a teenager to kind of build up my hope chest, things that I'm going to need when I move out on my own anyway. And so I love the color blue. Everybody knows blue is my favorite color. This dish, I don't know if you guys can see this very well. This is the only dish I have left of that set. After several years of being married to my husband and having kids, especially with kids, it got to where the weight of the dishes was troublesome. I mean, I'm always exhausted and tired after work anyway, and then lugging kids around and cleaning up after them. And I was finding that a couple of the dishes were starting to get chipped because of not handling them properly. So before any of them really got chipped bad, I decided to sell them because I very seldom used them. I didn't have a dishwasher. I still don't have a dishwasher to wash them because I always had to hand wash them. And so, but this bowl, this serving bowl, and it's Crowning Fashion. Oh, that's the brand name of it. Crowning Fashion Dinnerware from Japan. So anyway, this is the last of that set that I kept because it's a nice serving bowl for vegetables or mashed potatoes or something for the holidays. So I kept this since it was kind of an oddball thing anyway. But this is what we had. Well, I don't have fancy dishes like that anymore. What you see on my shelves is pretty much what we're going to use this year. So they're already cleaned. They're already available for us to use. So let me set this over to the side because I won't need that anymore. But so instead of doing that today, I'm going to do a little bit of an extra anti-procrastination task, which is potatoes. I should start prepping some of my vegetables now. I can prep the potatoes and put them in the freezer so that I don't have to worry about any of that next week. So taking some time today, we're going to prep these today. All right. So I'm just going to get what I will do is just reach in to get them out. I've got my trash can right over here to the side. I'm going to peel them, wash them. I have already washed my hands already, so they're nice and clean. Whoops. There we go. And we're just going to do some prepping and chit-chatting. So, Amanda, have anything interesting to talk about? Because I don't know what else to talk about. What happened? Are we still here? Are you guys still there? Oh my goodness. What happened? Oh no. Are we still there? Hello? Okay, can you see me? Are we okay now? I think we're good now. Oh, okay. See, I've got the screen of the camera facing away from me. Okay, what's going on here? And so I didn't see it. Oh, that's the battery. No wonder. That's no wonder that's doing that. Okay, never mind about that. Okay, we're back. We are back. So yeah, I just have a weird thing about my live streams. I don't like them to be mirrored. And so I don't actually see the screen on my phone while I'm recording. I do have the little device that Cece recommended, but then I just noticed it says low battery. I thought I put on the charger yesterday, but I guess I didn't. So I didn't know we locked up. I apologize for you guys. I really do. But I don't know how to let you know we're messaging in InstaChat. Yeah, I know, because I wish I had InstaChat on my tablet. For some reason, it won't let me connect to it. I have to figure out why. Because if I had Instagram on my tablet, then yeah, I'd be able to see the messages come through. But almost everything is through my phone. And if I use my phone to record or do any lives with or whatever, then I don't see anything. But we're working now. I will try to keep a better, closer eye on that. But yeah, I've been putting off doing this for so long. What better time to do them than right now? And at least that part of the meal is done. And I don't have to stress over it. And besides, it's not like I'm in here by myself. Well, I'm talking to myself, but I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys. You're all here with me. Zach has decided he's going to Japan. Oh, Zach's going to Japan with you guys? I think he'll have a lot of fun. Now, he's graduated from high school, right? So maybe he could get a job somewhere. Maybe learn the language. That would actually help him in the future if he had another foreign language under his belt. You're a good girlfriend. Well, thank you. I hope so. I'm sorry that it messed up for a sec. I don't know why it did, honestly. But, oh well. It's working now. See, we're not getting stressed over it at all. There's a little bit of excitement is all, but no stress. and we're having fun doing it. The mundane task of peeling potatoes, and I'm having fun doing it. Typically, I don't like peeling potatoes. I'm trying to figure out if I can work remotely over there. Oh, that would be cool. What you cooking today? I'm not actually cooking anything today. I don't know what I plan for supper tonight. What I'm doing today with the potatoes, I'm meal prepping for next Thursday for Thanksgiving. And what I'm going to do is chop up the potatoes, and I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag and stick them in the freezer. So then on Thanksgiving Day, all I have to do is dig them out of the freezer, put them in the pan of water, and then cook them up. I don't have to do all of this added prep work on the day of Thanksgiving because I'm doing it today. And it's enjoyable because you guys are all here with me. It doesn't feel so much like a chore. It just feels like a group of ladies getting our shit together. Oh my gosh, I said the word. Shocking. Germany makes it so hard for Americans to work remotely, but I'm not sure if Japan is as difficult. I don't know. It would be nice if it would let you. I thought it was me. Hello, so it's windy over here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I do have onions. I might do that off stream and go ahead and get my onions chopped and put in the freezer because you don't want to see me when I chop onions. I did try this one trick. I saw this lady over in England said that her grandmother told her that if you put a spoon in your mouth and while you're cutting up your onions, then you won't cry while you're cutting up onions. Now, I tried that once and it worked. Then I tried it a second time and it didn't work. So I don't know if it's a real thing or not. Where is Chrissy? She should bear witness to your potty mouth. I don't know. She's a busy lady. I mean, she's got her own shop to contend with. She's got the events that she puts on, and this time of the year, she probably has tons of events going on, almost every week, I bet. And then she's planning for the budget convention. She shared a few little sneak peeks of some of the things that's in production over there. As I'm excited. I love the colors, everything. Oh, nice, Maggie. It's only. You wear contacts, so it helps me no cry. Uh, I used to wear. I tried to wear contacts, but I have astigmatism, and sometimes the contacts would shift on my on my eyeballs, and then they weren't focusing right. So I don't know that I can wear contacts with astigmatism. I did try though, and I like wearing contacts. They felt comfortable, but it was just hard to focus because they would shift on my eyeball too much. Yeah, yep, she is a busy bee. Chrissy is definitely a busy bee. Most people are pretty, most people are traumatized by Maryland, we're a cult. Um, I don't know about that. There's some weird things happening nowadays, and yeah, it's crazy. I wasn't traumatized by Maryland. I just don't remember anything about it. My first plane ride, and it was to move to a different country. Yeah, I got a bit traumatized by a flight out of Maryland once. And I think I've told you guys this story before, where my daughter and I went to DC. And the very last day that we were there, the last place we stopped at was the National Cathedral. And while we were there, a storm came through, and there was a tornado signature directly over top of the church where we were at. And because they were in a tornado warning, we had to hunker down there for about an hour before we could leave. And then we had to fly out of, I think it was Baltimore. Yeah, I think we flew out of Baltimore. We had to travel across the state to Baltimore in order to catch our flight back. And it was still storming. And I was very nervous about flying in that storm, especially when it just had a tornado warning. If anything, the Army was forcefully traumatizing me. Can blame them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's just crazy what's happening. But, we're going to have a good holiday season regardless because we are planning ahead. We've been budgeting ahead of time. We are prepping our vegetables today to reduce the stress of prepping the day of Thanksgiving. So we're getting ahead of some things. Now I'm going to put a bit of water in here. I may have to put more water in later, but I'm going to start chopping up my veggies. It's okay, Marilyn. Marilyn needs to be playing for more things. Oh, golly. You guys are silly. And now they're traumatizing me by making us move to freaking Japan. The heck, it just keeps telling my witchy brain that I'm not supposed to be in the States right now. You're probably right, Amanda. You're probably better off where you're at because what's happening here is crazy. Plop, plop. So have you guys got any of your meal prepping done? Maybe even a couple of things made ahead of time for Thanksgiving? Those of you who do that celebrate Thanksgiving? I know. Well, you're making mashed potatoes, Maggie. Maybe you could dig out your potatoes and get them prepped ahead of time. That'll save you some trouble later on. You can be chopping up potatoes with me. At least at least the government is opening back up. I think. I think. I think it still has to go through something on Wednesday, on the House. I think they still have to do something on Wednesday before it's officially open. But yeah, at least something's getting done. That's the important thing. I can remember that everyone at BWI was helpful. Who sent me that? I don't know. Somebody sent me a message saying they got a friend request from me. I don't know who that is that sent it because it doesn't show who it was on my phone, on my watch. Okay. Whoops a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I stopped reading. I can remember that everyone at BWI was helpful and so very kind, except the on TSA agent that got short with me. Like, bruh, I've never flown before. Give me a break. Nope, haven't even bought the potatoes. Oh, you haven't bought the potatoes? Oh, well, I thought that's probably one of the things you would have done yesterday when you went to the grocery store. Okay. Well, there's still time. I just know just going to visit since I travel back and forth, so I will make tamales this month. Ooh, my dad likes tamales. I'm not crazy about them, but then I've only had the canned tamales, and I know those things are gross compared to homemade. I just never have had homemade. My dad, however, he loves the canned tamales. I'm like, nope, I think it's just the four of us, and we aren't doing anything especially spectacular. Most of it is pre-made or boxed. Oh yeah, your stovetop. Yeah. You got your stovetop, or do you still have to buy that? I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I get the giggles when I think of your stovetop. Cecilia, you know how much our commissary is charging for corn husks? Ooh, how much? Get that stink off my stovetop. I bought it weeks ago. Oh my. Oh gosh. You know I love you, Amanda. I just can't help but get the giggles. But then I'm old, so give me a break. I'm old. And weird, so I get the giggles over weird stuff too. $15 per pack and maybe 20 with the husks. Or 20 whole husks. Oh wow. That's expensive. I saw the stank coming as soon as you started saying stovetop. Oh my gosh. I will sacrifice anything and everything to have homemade stuffing, homemade dressing. Because, I will do without chocolate if I have to in order to be able to afford all the ingredients for homemade dressing. I have some since I bought some a while ago. Thank goodness. Well, that's good. You have some left over in the freezer from last year, so I'll use what I have, and that's all I'll be making. Might have some patchwork tamale wraps. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Not a thing wrong with that. Yeah, shop your own pantry and freezer section. Yeah. I found that I still had cream corn from last year, but I looked on the dates and they don't expire until this coming year. So I didn't have to buy corn for the corn casserole because I had everything. Well, except for the cream or the sour cream. I had to buy the sour cream and the corn meal. But yeah, I didn't have to buy any extra corn. And green beans, we raised our own green beans for the green bean casserole. We didn't have a good crop of green beans this year, but I still had some from last year. So hopefully next year's green bean crop will be better. I have some, let's see. Yeah. Oh, I've already read that. I think we still have cream corn. We always have regular corn and sour cream and eggs in the fridge. Yeah, we bought more. We bought more eggs too. They still had the sale buy two get one free at our store, so we stocked up on some more eggs. We already still had 2 dozen in the refrigerator, and I bought 3 more dozen just so that we have some on hand. And if I have to, I'll just use some to make breakfast for supper one night, you know. But we're going to be making some breads and cakes. I definitely will need one for the pumpkin pie, I think. I think it calls for an egg. Oh, I don't remember. I have to look at my recipe. Anyway, we'll have plenty of eggs for what we need to make this year. Green beans will just be sauteed. Yeah, rolls I'll make that morning. I'll probably make my rolls maybe this weekend, and then once they're baked, I can stick them in the freezer, because then all I have to do is pop them out the night before, let them thaw out, and then just quickly warm them in the oven for a couple minutes right before we eat. So that's probably what I'll do this weekend. Maybe I could do all of my bread on Saturday or something. I could make my homemade bread for the stuffing, the dinner rolls, or maybe Friday. I don't know. I tried to freeze the dough before baking, and it never works out. See, I don't freeze the dough. I bake the dinner rolls in the oven. I make up my dough, let them rise. When they're ready to be baked, I stick them in the oven, bake them to where they're already nicely baked, and then I freeze them. Once they've cooled down all the way, then I put the little plastic lid over top of it and then stick them in the freezer. Because I usually will buy a bunch of, I'll buy bread, several loaves of bread at a time, and then stick them in the freezer. And they're still good, once they thaw out. It's whenever you try to use them before they're fully thawed out that they kind of feel a little squished. I've never tried to freeze the dough balls, but they've worked for me in the past, so I'm going to keep doing what works. Especially since I wasn't used to making homemade dinner rolls very well before, but I've gotten a little bit better the last couple of years. Maybe I'll try that instead. I have many batches in the freezer that I'm nervous to bake with, or to bake off. Yeah. Yeah, those dough balls don't last very long. I would sometimes buy the pre-made frozen dough balls at the store. And one year I bought an extra, so I forgot they were in the freezer, and so the next holiday they were still in the freezer, but they'd been in the freezer for almost a year by then. I tried to use them. They did not rise very well at all. They did not bake up very well at all. So definitely frozen dough balls do not last more than 6 months. And my daughter, she loves dinner rolls, so I made extra dinner rolls because once I bake them, she wants to start eating them right away. So one year I made a bunch of dinner rolls, an extra pan for her to eat. And then I froze the others so she wouldn't get to them. And then when I thawed them out and warmed them up in the oven, they were perfectly good. In fact, my dad used to complain to me that, oh, he likes dinner rolls that are just fresh, that, he doesn't want them, they've been in the freezer. Well, I went ahead and did it one year, put them in the freezer, thawed them out, warmed them up in the oven. He didn't know he couldn't tell the difference at all. I didn't even tell him that I did that. He's like, oh, I'm so glad you made your fresh dinner rolls. They're so good. I'm just smiling to myself secretly because he doesn't know I made those a week ago and they've been in the freezer all week. That sounds like my house. Aurora and Brandon want to eat them straight from the oven. Yep. My Amanda's that way. Last potato. Oh my God. And we still have 10 minutes left. Okay. So I should be able to get these packaged in the Ziploc bag. Yeah, doing this live with you guys all chit-chatting with me. This didn't seem like nothing. I mean, I always felt this was such a hard work and always dreaded chopping up the potatoes for mashed potatoes because it takes so long and it's tiring. I'm not feeling tired or stressed at all. Thanks, guys. You helped me be stress-free by prepping my potatoes. So see, doing little things like that can help us have a fabulous, stress-free holiday season. And it makes it so much more enjoyable. There we go. Alrighty. That is done. I will wash this off, but I'm going to dry off the water first. And then I'll wash it off later on. Whoops. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I want. I don't want to use that one. Get on that hook. There we go. This is the one I want. And Well, let's use this little bowl. No, that won't be big enough. That's not big enough. Is this one big enough? No, that one's not big enough either. Nope. All right, I'll use this. Well, it still doesn't seem like it's big enough. Oh well. Okay. Let's try to do this. Let's let that drain a bit. All right. Yeah, we're getting it done. Okay. Supper tonight is gonna be good. I'm about to stuff my face. Oh, what's on your menu for today, Amanda? Okay, come on now. Quit. Uh-oh. Got away. There we go. Okay. Last night we had spaghetti. Come on, shake out the water. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, come on now. It's cleaning. There we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. All right, let's dump some of this water out. All right. Okay, we'll swap this out. I'm having a loaded bunless burger. Loaded bunless burger. Onion rings and steak fries and some pasta salad. Ooh, that sounds good. What's all in your loaded burger? What all do you put in your loaded burger? I know I'm being nosy. But sometimes I just get tired of having the same old, so I love getting ideas of what other people are making for their dinner and see if I can incorporate that into our menu plan. Sometimes it is a hit with everybody in the family, and sometimes it's not, especially when you have a picky eater. All right, there we go. All right. say that's about, would you say that's about 2/3 or 3/4 of a gallon of taters? Well, you guys can, oh no, can you guys see? Wait a minute. What happened? What happened? Oh, somehow. Oh, I went backwards on my video. I thought, okay. All right, there we go. Whenever I was trying to hit chat, I bumped my screen so it went backwards, and I thought the video or the live stream froze again, and I didn't know it. 2/3. Now, I have to feed 6 people. Do you think I should put more in here? Should I fill it up to a full gallon? Or do you think this would be enough to feed 6 people? I may have to fill it up, but we'll see. At least I got this much done. I'm going to go ahead and close it up so that nothing gets into it. But I still have everything here so I can cut up more. Oh, okay. Normal burger topping stuff, just without the bun. Okay, interesting. Since I'm getting carbs in with the fries and pastas. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, gluten-free buns fall apart. Yeah. They're good if you just eat them with a fork and knife. Yeah, 2/3. All right. Yeah, my family. There's never too much potato. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I probably ought to just fill this up. Yeah. Well, I will probably do that after the live stream. In fact, when you look at the clock, it is almost 10 o'clock, my friends. This took me a full hour to peel my potatoes, chop them up, and bag them, and clean them. I also had them in the water to keep cold. The reason why I put them in the water is it helps reduce them from browning after you've cut them. So then they stay looking fresh and they don't look bad. I mean, not that the browning is bad, but it just means that oxygen's gotten onto the potato and it's doing some sort of thing to it. Fill it up? I will. I will definitely fill it up, but it has been a full hour, guys. So I'm going to do that. There we go. Yeah, I got my little thingy right here. All right. Well, my friends, I'm going to call it a day. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and you're doing something to get prepared for the holiday season. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, it's next week, guys. So today was sort of like my little extra anti-procrastination day. We will do anti-procrastination day tomorrow. But I will have some pumpkins baked in the oven, and we will be cleaning those out and putting them in Ziploc bags. You did go fast. You know, I always dreaded doing the potatoes because it takes so long. It's so much hard work. But doing it like this and chit-chatting with you guys made the stress go away. This was not a drudgery task for me to do. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Yes, I will definitely be putting everyone's, oops, sorry. I will definitely be putting everyone's channels linked down below. If you're watching this as a replay later on, go check out those channels and show them all some love. We've got Maggie from Mix Match Maggie, Cecilia from Creations by Munica, Amanda from Budgeting Like a Girl. Who else hopped on today? Oh, Maria from Maria's Nails, 702 LV. So definitely go show them some love. Oh, and Billy over at Save with Rose. I definitely will leave links down there below. Go show them all I'll go show all of them some love, and let's make this a fabulous holiday season for all of you guys, for all of us. All right. Love you all. Time flies when you're having fun. Exactly, Maggie. Let's see. I almost texted the group chat to see if anyone wanted to body double yesterday. But I realized I didn't have everything I needed to do my tasks. Yes, I found everyone. YouTube and subscribe. Yes, definitely. Yes. Go watch their videos, subscribe to their channels, show them all some love. You guys all, you know what to do. Show everybody some love. Bye, friends. Yes, I love you.